Adesina, Koiki down here, the Xavier locker room. The Xavier Musketeers to the Sweet 16 after a 75-67 win over the Georgia State Panthers in the round of 32 in Jacksonville, joined by Myles Davis, 17 points, 5 of 8 from 3 in the ball game. And Myles having a big game in the NCAA tournament. That has to feel really, really good on the big stage.
Yeah, it's amazing. People dream about this, and people wish they could be in my shoes right now. And I was just happy that I could provide for my team and produce for them, and just help out as much as possible.
Late last year, you had your shooting struggles. You did start a good number of games, and then this year, mostly coming off the bench. What has been the most important part of keeping your consistency, despite sometimes the shot not falling, and sometimes you're starting, sometimes you're not?
Staying confident, staying positive. Some people, when they miss shots, when things aren't going well, they tend to drift off and they tend to, get negative. And all the coaches yell at me and say, it doesn't matter if you're missing shots. We're winning games, and as long as you can help the team, then that's all that matters. I was a freshman, and I had a long learning curve, and I had a long summer to try to get my body right and get better so I can be better for my team.
Did you get frustrated or feel like getting frustrated during this stretch?
Of course it was tough for me because I feel like I was letting my team down, especially in the tournament. In the last couple games, I feel like I could have done more for my team. But sometimes it just doesn't fall your way and just doesn't go your way. But I was just told just keep going, keep sticking with it. And the best part about it was we were going to the NCAA tournament, and now we're on our way to the Sweet 16. So, it's all a learning process, and it just feels good.
Late in the ball game, you're up by 7. You hit that 5th three-pointer, and you react. All right, you let it all out. What was that? What did you let out?
I just knew that was such a big shot, and then when it happened, I saw the clock was winding down, and I shot it, and it was just amazing. Everything felt good tonight. I'm glad my teammate Remy found me. It was just one of those moments, I tried to keep my composure, but I just had to let it go. It just felt great.
How important was the run to the Big East tournament final for this team and its confidence going into the NCAA tournament?
Amazing. We all started coming around at the best time possible. We had our bumps and we had our ups and downs during the season, but we stuck with it, and we came in the tournament ready to play whoever we had to play, and we made it to the championship.
Technical difficulties, all good. Go ahead.
And we made it to the championship, and we got further than what people expect us to do, but we know we could do it, and we knew if we all stuck together, we'll be good.
The Big 12 was regarded as one of the best conferences, if not the best conference in the country. 4 of the teams went out in round 2 of the first game of the NCAA tournament. What about the Big East that has allowed some of the teams to do so well? What about the Big East Conference in terms of going through that meat grinder day by day that helps in tournament play?
I think people try not to pay attention to the Big East because it doesn't have the big-time names as it used to be growing up, like Syracuse and UConn and Louisville and all the teams left. And people try to, I think, sleep on the Big East, but the Big East is a big-time program. Every game in the Big East this year was a competitive game. We played against ranked teams almost every other night, and we had teams like DePaul who were doing good in the conference, and Seton Hall who was unexpected. And the Big East helped us, prepare ourselves.
Did you wish you had played teams like Syracuse and UConn and Notre Dame and some of those schools?
I'm an East Coast guy, so the Big East, that's the only conference I grew up watching, like Rutgers and Seton Hall and UConn and stuff like that. It was just amazing, but I would love to play anybody, so.
And now you're playing Arizona and Los Angeles.
Yeah, you can't pay attention to the name on the front of the jersey. They're just a group of guys that's playing basketball just like us and trying to make it to Elite Eight, so we're going to go out there and give it our all.
With your name, Myles Davis, I have to ask you last, are you a fan of jazz music?
I love jazz music. I had to grow up learning jazz music. My brother's name is Sammy Davis, which is crazy, and my sister's name is Angela Davis, which I don't think too many people know who Angela Davis really is, but my mom, she was pretty smart about naming me Myles Davis. I get a lot of attention from it.
But you have the Y instead of the I in Myles.
Yes, you have to try being unique as much as possible, so.
Yes. So, Wearing Blue, the famous album Kind of Blue, Myles Davis of the Xavier Musketeers advancing to the Sweet 16 over Georgia State 75-67. Myles, thank you so very much, and thank you for staying with me through the technical difficulties right there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.